You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. You know the motto, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with ye.
You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always going to see eye to eye, but as long as we come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, we going to be all right. I hope y'all tuned into my last video. Checked out the message from Mousy. Make sure y'all pop out tomorrow. Wine Dance 308 Merrick Avenue. That's Wine Dance, New York, 11798. You know what I'm saying? From 3 to 7, Backdropper TV and Capital Rise will be on the scene. I'll have some people out there representing me. You see what I'm saying? Ice put this whole event together. I salute to you, brother. You see what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? I salute to you for this, man. This is big. This is really big, man. They don't make them like you no more. I'm going to tell you that over and over again, brother, because you really out here, and then we're going to make this shit go to the moon. You see what I'm saying? That's the goal. It ain't never changed. But today, we're going to be talking about Brandy's Tell All and her new memoir, Phases. Woo! Now, right now, this is a very sensitive subject on the internet. And if you ask me, it's one of the most unaddressed issues in our community. Now, y'all know them freaky uncles up there throwing them dollars at them young girls at the strip club. We all had our own. Come on, man. Come on. Now, let's keep it on the industry for now, right? Brandy claims that Wanye Morris, the guy from Boyz II Men, that, you know, they had a whole bunch of hits back in the 90s and shit like that. She's saying he pursued her. Now, if anybody remembers during these times, there was a whole bunch of these R&B female sensations. Even you had Monica, you had Beyonce, you had. Now, there's always been speculations that these niggas in the industry, these older dudes, they've had a thing for, the younger girls. They even said allegedly that Jay-Z was at Beyonce shows when she was 16. I don't know if you remember Marcus Houston and him getting into it, because you know Marcus Houston allegedly took, we don't know about that, the song and everything, but these old niggas was, man, they be doing bad, homie. They be doing real bad, homie. Because you know what? There's no excuse for that. Because she's saying that son pursued her knowing. They created a whole lie. Now, everybody got to understand this. I know some people that have been lied to in court, these cases, these scrapo cases. I'm saying stats, because a girl done lied to them. I know some niggas that, you know what I'm saying? They did that. They did that. We're going to be talking about that real soon. But it's like, come on, man. You see what I'm saying? That whole man, the boys was out there doing real bad. What you were doing at a little girl concert, Wanye? He was 22 years old. Think about the sickness of that man's mind. He's 22 years old, part of one of the hottest R&B sensations in the world. You make R&B that melts women's souls, and you're going after a baby? Wanye, you did bad, homie. This is true. You did bad, homie. And I heard he wasn't the only one. Now, I didn't get a chance to fully read the things. I ain't going to read it. You see what I'm saying? I'm probably going to have the wife read it, reiterate what happened in there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Then we'll get back to seeing what's going on. But, you know what's just trending right now? She's saying that at the time she didn't understand what was going on, but now she understands. See, that's what bothers me. 20-something years later, you understand? Nah, man. You're trying to promote that book. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I be having a problem with. I be having a problem with people who come forward 20, 15, 30 years later making these claims when it's financially motivated for them in some shape or form. Now, how many people are going to go out and get that? Now, I'm not taking away if this really happened to. I'm not taking away from any victim this ever happened to. But we have to hold each other accountable. Nobody's saying that, it didn't happen. What we are saying is, where were the parents at? See, let's correct the narrative. Where were the parents at? Because I know if I have a 16-year-old daughter, she's not going to be dressing like none of that. None of that. Yeah. let's talk about it on both sides. Let's not just talk about focus on that the homie who did bad, whatever this guy's name is. You see what I'm saying? And the people who do things like this. Let's also focus on where it starts, because if you don't plant a cucumber seed, a cucumber will not grow. Okay, so it starts in the home with the parents. It starts with the mothers setting a better example for their daughters. It starts with the fathers setting a better example for who they need their daughters to go up. And that's what they say. Like, a daughter will look for a man and her likeness of her father, and the son will look for a woman in the likeness of his mother, right? But at the same time, it's like this girl was living a fast life. She had the world in her hands. You see what I'm saying? She basically took care of her parents. So maybe her parents let her do too much. You see what I'm saying? Because I know my daughter's not going to be hanging out with no 22-year-old or 16. Yeah, they'd have been charges. There'd have been a whole nother type of headline for that. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah, then y'all. And then think about it. They said they were hiding the relationship from the parents and the media. How can y'all hide that? He's 22. You're 16. That don't even make sense. Yeah, everybody knew what was going on. Well, they know it wasn't stupid, but money talks and bullshit run marathons, right? This is what we're talking about in our community, man. We have to step in before we start pointing the finger at anybody else. Let's point it at ourselves. We are responsible for the way our children turn out. There is no way around that. And y'all make sure that like, subscribe, and share button. Again, not taking away if this happened to this girl, but why now? Why doesn't anybody ask these questions? Why come forward now, all these years, and drop a book about it? Why now? That's what I want to know. What's the purpose? You see what I'm saying? It happened all these years ago. You see what I'm saying? You were hanging around a whole bunch of older men all your whole life. You see what I'm saying? Where was your dad at? Where was your daddy at when this was going on? This is what I want. I'm saying everybody has their own perspective. Again, y'all put your perspective in the comment section. For me, I want to know these questions. Where was your daddy at? Where was your mama at? Where was your granny at? What type of discipline and structure did you have? Or did you run? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to understand. We know he did bad. We know he did bad. You see what I'm saying? Just like 70% of the niggas in the hood did. So when I see niggas up here, we talk about a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about other content creators and shit like that. I want to see all the content creators that made content on another content creator about their situation now expose all their homeboys. Yeah. Let's deal with equality. You see what I'm saying? Again, I'm speaking on these celebrities, but I'm gonna chime in because we know it intertwines. I don't know what that man did. I don't know that girl. I don't know his daughter. I don't know none of the people. I haven't seen nothing from nobody. I've seen screens and talking to them. I don't know nothing. I'm not gonna get up here and put nothing on nobody's name or defend anybody. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that situation do what it do. You see what I'm saying? But what I do say is everybody up here pointing out what China Brim did wrong. Now I want you to go into your hood and your communities, right? In your communities, and point out everybody in the hood that did bad. Did bad like that. Because I know you niggas got some homeboys like that. You got some uncles like that. Yeah, your daddy was probably like that. Let's be first, deal with equality. We're doing equality. That's the season right now. We're exposing niggas who did bad with little girls, right? Okay, so I know that out of the 20 podcasts, 30 podcasts that said this, there should be like 100 episodes because I know niggas in their hood. I want to see it. This is the deal with equality. I don't know what that man going through. We know what this situation with Brandy is going through because she dropped the book. You see what I'm saying? Who's to say that? Yeah, who's to say that's right? I'm here to present the information, and you guys tell me what you think. My opinion is I want to know more. I want to know where Brandy's parents were. I want to know all these things. You see what I'm saying? If we're going to talk about the situation with China, I want to know what her parents are. I want to know all the information before I make a decision on anything. Because I really take what I put out on my platform serious. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to slander nobody. I don't want to see nobody go through no shit. You see what I'm saying? If you play with me, I will dig up your darkest secrets and bury you. Yeah, that's what I do. But at the same time, I think that we need to take these subjects a little bit more serious and really look into them before we get up here and spray it. You see what I'm saying? Documentation beats conversation. Remember that. So again, I need y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit the super chat. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto. If you ain't part of the solution, you part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always going to see eye to eye, but as long as we all come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, we going to be all right.
I done ran the streets, been in jail. I really lived a crazy life. Been rich, been poor, been rich. Now I'm married, raising son, trying to bring truth and laughter. If you're not